Hello and welcome to another What's Inside. Today we are looking at an Elder Sign expansion called Grave Consequences. This is put out by Fantasy Flight Games, and you do need the core Elder Sign game in order to enjoy this. Now this is supposed to be compatible with any of the expansions as well. There are supposed to be 50 cards here, and when did this come out? It doesn't say. So let's open this up and see what these look like. This is going to introduce new Phobias and Epitaph cards. Alright, so the insert sheet has some info on the back here that we can use. Components are 20 epic battle cards, 15 Phobia cards, and 15 Epitaph cards. It's a small expansion that increases the game difficulty during both normal gameplay and during the final battle. 3 modular decks in this expansion can be used for any Elder Sign expansion. And then there's some more cards here that are used to give you more information, which is pretty interesting because usually these get tossed pretty early on. So you'll want to keep these. One's got your proof of purchase on it, but yeah, it's just your main insert card here. And if these are missing, you're probably going to lose out on all your rules. So, yeah, and then there's like card 2, tells you about the Phobia cards. And on the back is card 3, the Epitaph cards, and the Epic Battle cards. Then card 4 is start of the epic battle continued, and then investigators attack first. And then on the back of that is card 5, which is ancient ones attacked first, and then your proof of purchase. So you'll need this to really get the most out of these cards because these seem to be very, very important. And the other card is just the backer card with the credits for the game and what you see on the back of the blister pack. So be aware of that. You do need those cards. Alright, these are just sleeved, it looks like. So let's start with our Phobia cards first, because they're on top of this stack here. So you can just slide this ring piece off, hopefully, and get these out fairly easily. Alright, these are not as high a quality in my opinion as the others. They're not linen back, they're just kind of glossy. They feel a little bit cheaper than the other ones, so I don't know how I feel about that. So like I said, we'll start with the Phobia cards and see what we've got. There's 15 of these. We'll go through these real quick and see what we've got here. We've got Epitaph, you fear failure. Then we've got Monophobia, the fear of solitude. We've got Phobophobia, fear of phobias. Irony. Alright, little symbol in the bottom tells you what expansion it's from. Then we have fear of magic, fear of monsters, fear of the passage of time, fear of gods, fear of people, fear of losing your possessions, fear of that which is foreign or strange. Xenophobia is actually fairly common, I would think, as opposed to some of these others. Necrophobia, fear of the dead. Fear of progress. Fear of the color yellow. Fear of crowds. And finally, fear of injury. Alright, that's some fairly reasonable cards for Cthulhu. Alright, then we have 15 Epitaph cards, which look like this. So let's see what these contain. First up, we have Beloved. Each surviving investigator regains 1 sanity. These are for if somebody dies. So if you lose an adventurer, these are the ones you would draw. Rest in peace. Each surviving investigator loses 1 sanity. Forever in our hearts. Here lies a scholar. These are awful. Death is not the end. Brave in spirit. At final rest. Called home. Had 1 doomed to the doom track. Wow. Bad enough you lost somebody. Whither thou goest, monster appears. Gone but not forgotten. 2 monsters appears. That guy died and 2 monsters showed up. Lovely. Unforgettable. Mourn not my death. Dearly departed. Oops. Your light will shine on forever. Draw 1 otherworld adventure. And finally, in memoriam, each surviving investigator gains 1 spell. Alright, so that's the first stack. Then we have 20 epic battle cards. And they look like this. That is not a Green Lantern symbol, those are chains. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. First up, we have Double Trouble. Then we have Luck is on our side. A minor setback. Gather your thoughts. The calm before the storm. Broken incantation. At what cost? The ultimate sacrifice. Each investigator may make 2 attacks on his turn. If he does so, he is devoured afterwards. The Ancient One acts as normal. Wow. Show no fear. Good work undone. Magic and madness. Time is running out. Good for morale. All or nothing. Rest and rally. Desperately wounded. Battle event. Fortune's Fools. The investigators must draw 3 cards from the epic battle deck and return them to the top of the deck in any order they wish. Immediately draw and resolve another epic battle card. That could be bad. Battle event, mysterious assistance. Each investigator gains 1 spell and 1 clue. Immediately draw and resolve another epic battle card. Battle event with your bare hands. And finally, battle event, unnecessary sacrifice. Each investigator loses 1 sanity and 1 stamina, then remove 2 doom tokens from the doom track. Immediately draw and resolve another epic battle card. Alright, so 20 of these, you got pretty interesting odds. It seems to be fairly split on the events. Not too unhappy with those cards. Overall, this looks like a pretty interesting addition. Honestly, I think it would depend on how it plays out, whether or not I would say it's good or bad, but it would definitely make things interesting and probably a lot harder when you actually fight the monster thanks to the epic battle cards. The phobias are nasty, I'll definitely say that, but the Epitaph cards had some cool stuff in them. All in all, it looks like a pretty interesting addition to the game. I don't know if I would want to play with it every time though, because some of that might get kind of frustrating, and it would definitely bog down the game a little bit. But all in all, an interesting variation to add to the game, and something that I would definitely consider adding on to change the way the game plays, and it would add replayability to expansions that you've already done and felt like you've done enough that it's not going to be fun anymore. So adding this on could be a good addition to those games. So if you've got some expansions that you've just burned through too many times and played them out too much, this might be the way to go. It's not that expensive, and it looks like a small innocuous thing, but it really does add quite a bit to the game. So I would definitely consider picking this up to add a little spice to the Elder Sign game.